We're live. Let's paint.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up, Creative Faces? Ella on set, Creative Sound, Creative University. On this stream, we're going to talk about this new plugin released by Ujam. Yes, indeed. The affiliate link is available in the description. If you like this plug, we'll be exploring it together. This is my first time. I just installed it on my system, like right before the stream. Like I post the link to the stream, set it up, and publish the stream, getting ready to go. All before I installed this. I just installed it. The installation went pretty smooth, by the way. I had to update the installer, and I'm like, oh boy, I hope I can get this going before the stream. That's crazy. I have installed stuff on the stream before, live on air, so don't get it twisted. It was gonna happen. But anyway, we got a sale going on for the month of December all the way until January 1st, 2023. All of the courses on the website, creativeu.art, KREATVEU.art, A-R-T. Everything is 50% off. Use the code 50DEC or 50DEC. The code is on the site, as a matter of fact, just in case you forget that. But just remember the website, creativeu.art, and get your course for 50% off. Absolutely. Also, we just released our new EP not too long ago. It is available on all major platforms: Apple, Spotify, Pandora, things like that, right? Amazon Music. Yeah, it's all over the place. And we're working on the next one. Currently, my very first one is The Journey, which the artwork you guys see on the screen right now. And then I released another one called Article 001, and we are currently working on an EP. So we're just going to be just dropping stuff. So I want to welcome everybody who joined me live. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. I definitely appreciate that. Also, thumbs up on the video if you are if you are enjoying yourself or not. Just still put thumbs up on the channel. Saying what's up. Salute to Dev. First one here. I appreciate you, sir. The paint gang is in the building. We getting things rolling real early, nicely. I appreciate it. We got Creation on the line. What's up, bro? What's up, Ella? Good to see you at this time of the evening. Complete select. Is complete select enough for starting? I'm an intermediate producer. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're getting the questions rolling early. I love it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. For a intermediate producer, it doesn't matter what level you're on. Yeah, the complete select is a great option. It's a great way to start and get in the ecosystem and then build from there. You know, do a few projects using that, and if you feel like you need more, there's always more because there's another bundle, there's another tier above that, and it's absolutely a lot more available in that. As you tier up. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it would be. I'm not really sure what's in there, the select tier. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I mean, it just really depends on what you're doing as well. You know what I mean? It just depends because you might need an instrument that might be available in the next tier up that might benefit you. But yeah, start with the select, get something rolling, keep it moving. Also, Ujam is also another great platform to have, things here and there. And you can buy these individually. I think you can buy them as bundles too. I'm not sure. I haven't been on the site in a while, but I think you can do it that way. But based on this new instrument we got that we will be exploring on the stream or overview, review, whatever, we will be making the beat live so I can show y'all how this works. So this is not only just, I'm gonna just go through all the sounds and press a key. No, we're going to make a beat using this product. And that's the difference between me and some other people. They get this product and then they just show you what's in there. But like, how do you use it? What do you do? Like, is it good for real world scenario? I'll tell you this. Anytime I get a UJam product, it is always pretty good. It's amazing. Everything that they do is quality, such as Native Instruments, quality, such as Arteria. Ain't no telling what I'm going to use, but everything that I use, I pull for. Right now, it's just been anything in contact. I'm always pulling for a Native Instruments instrument somehow. Lately, it's been Arteria. So Arteria is my go-to. Like, I couldn't even tell you what my go-to as far as Arteria because I have the entire V collection, but it's just amazing. I think if you just have the V, what is it, analog V? If you just have, or is it analog lab V? I think that's what it is. If you got that, that's amazing right there. I have pigments as well. I use that a lot. I haven't been using it as much, but I feel like pigments is a part of the analog V. Like when you go in there, pigments somehow is in there sometimes because they combine instruments together to make that full sound. Other than that, did I say UJam? Like between those three companies that makes these type of plugins, I'm always pulling for stuff from them, and I know I'm missing somebody. Um, I know I'm missing somebody. Every once in a while, I'll go outside that and grab other things. It just depends on the vibe and what I'm going for. We're using Studio One in this stream. It hasn't shut down on me yet, so I'm excited about that. So kudos to Personas, Fender. Big ups to you guys. So far, everything's been solid. We want to keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. Let's not crash. Let's not crash. Come on. Come on. We're not going to crash today. We not gonna do it. We Studio One is gonna work. It's gonna be solid. And last yesterday's stream, we were cool. We were cool. Shut down the computer for the night. Cut it back on. Let's be cool today, personas. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's be cool. Let's be cool. But yeah, we got virtual pianists. We got it going. You guys, if you don't mind, real quick, let me know if the stream is good. If y'all can hear me well, I feel like you can because I've already started answering questions, and the type of feedbacks I'm getting indicates that you guys can hear me well. Ron is in the building. What's up, Ron? Thanks for joining, man. I appreciate you being here. I'll be sure is here. What's up? Welcome back, everybody. Anybody that's watching, I appreciate you. If you wanna say something. That's hold on. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. So the way these plugins are working in terms of UJam, also the U synth is set up this way as well. But the name of the plugin is called Virtual Pianist. So when you install it, it'll just be Virtual Pianist, right? The first one they released was Vogue. I already did a video on that. I told y'all I love it, and now we are in Vibe, and that's exactly what I'm getting from this. Vibe is definitely vibing right now. So in these different folders, we have different presets. Looks like we got a nice healthy amount of presets in here. I love how the plugin is designed. The lower register is always usually different articulations that you can pick between. So for instance, so every time you heard something different, like a change, like it's just right. So that's pretty good. Let's see. Let's try this busy. So that's just turning up and down your modular wheel if you have one. Your pitch bend, make it louder. Right. So that's pretty cool for like automation. You can probably do that. All right. So let's get out of this and show you the front. This is what the front looks like. And as usual, you guys see me do UJam videos a bunch of times, so you should know the flow. There's always effects and things, and it's just set up real nice and easy right there in your face. There's nothing really complicated about this. Down here, you got your chords, right? You can pick your chords and you pick the key, the song, or the chord selection. You could pick the key to correspond with whatever you're trying to do. And then you have the styles down here. You could pick between different styles while in that current preset. So it's like, it kind of make this even more powerful. Like I know that there's presets up here when you click here, but when you click those presets, it'll give you a style, but you have the option to change the style. So it makes that so it's like all of these styles correlates or corresponds with the preset, and I think that's more so like the tone of the. So basically, what I'm saying is it's twice as much as this, if that makes any sense. It's twice. So this becomes 40. This becomes 553. This one becomes 84. I don't know. I'm not good at math. I'm just, yeah. But it's just know that it's more than what you see. I'm like, man, I am not about to try to do this math right now. That's not what we doing here. Anyway, yeah. So check that out. Let me pull my keyboard out so we can see what we doing. Oh, that's kind of cool though. So that's like it's changing between different instruments, to be honest. So that number I gave y'all, that's like times 3 then. Because with different instruments, it kind of creates like something different. You know what I mean? Like a different sound. Oh, these okay characteristics. Okay, yeah, right. So it's like road sound, but what it just changes the tone of the instruments. You want more of a bell type sound. You can hit one key too. It's like arpeggiating. I want to say you could turn it off because it's on player by default. So I could turn it off, just make it a simple instrument. Thanks, Dev, for putting out the Discord link. Make it dark. Make it light. Ooh. So this effect made it more wide. It's like a chorus effect. All right, let's go to another preset. Let's turn this player back on. Let's see what happens. Let's change the style. It's kind of cool. I haven't realize that these dots are here is counting. That's kind of cool. I feel like it's too fast. I'm kind of stuck right here. This is definitely a vibe. on. I'm, I'm feeling that right now. I'm feeling that. The review is over. Let's create this beat. The review is over. Hold on. Dude. 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 That's crazy. I like it. Of course, we got to come in and do something else. None of y'all have any more damn excuses on how you can't come up with anything and be creative, because they doing it for you. Oh man, this is crazy. The affiliate link is in the description, by the way. You got to click that link. gotta add a bass to that, make me feel it. You know what I mean? Put the drums and that bass on whatever I come up with as far as the bass line. What up, Floyd? Welcome back. I said, don't crash on me, Studio One. Gosh, acted like he wanted to. What's up with that? Mm-hmm. Do do do. No, that's too much. If y'all know what bass I'm picking, y'all guess right. I wonder if I could change the inversion of these. Can I change the inversion? No, probably not. Oh, I wonder if I could just. Ooh, what? That fits perfect. Now we can do the drums. I gotta pick the right drums. Okay, we're going to change the articulations as we move with the song because this is crazy. Ah. Could change it up. I like that. Hopefully that recorded. I'm not sure if it did or not, but let's check. Let's check it. Don't look like it did. Okay, it don't look like it did. It's not recording. What the hell is going on? What's up with that, man? What's up with that? Come on, man. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening with that? What's good, bro? Man, what's going on? What's going on? All of my variations are here. What's up, bro? What's up? Why are we not recording this? Why is we not recording this? What if I took him out? What if I just delete all of y'all? Can I do that? Can I do that, bro? Can I do that? Action, clear all key switches. Since you don't want to record, right? Since you don't want to record, right? Just make it regular, bro. Make it regular. Make it regular. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if that did anything. I'm trying to trick the system, guys. I'm trying to trick them. Put these little joints in here right quick. I don't know why it's not recording. Like, that's the whole purpose of it being down there. I want to take out, or maybe I disable key. Oh, there we go. That was simple. Why not just come up there? Okay. I just do it over. Cause this thing, I don't know. Oh, I see what's going on. It's not recording at all, period. Regardless of what I do. The hell? Man, you just got a tight integration with Studio One, bro. Can y'all see this? This is crazy. Like, it won't work until I turn this thing on, but it's not recording. My key switches is not recording unless I double click somewhere. Like, I don't want to double click. I want to play it live. Can't even do that. Like, if I do that, that's the only way. Man, this sucks. Studio One, you guys are better than this. Y'all are better than this. What the heck is going on? Maybe I forgot to click something. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know. This is frustrating. Oh, now it's recording. Oh, I didn't mean to do that one. No, maybe not that one. Okay. If I can change these down here, make this one say, um, how do I change it? Okay. Let's just say, okay. I feel like everything is just slow. All right, so we fixed it. I was looking for it to pop up down here. I'm gonna be honest, but now it's working. I don't know. I don't know how this works. It's crazy. But that's how sound variation works. Okay, so we got it. We figured it out. Sound like I know how to play, right? All we did was change up variations, boy. That's how you do it. So for this, we're gonna make it more simple. Oh, okay. I guess we could do that. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. That'll work. I want to change the variation here. Change that. I guess I could just cut. No, I can't cut right there. Oh, just pencil it in right there. Phase 5. What's phase 5? That's interesting. Huh. Oh, there's a variation right. Wait. Huh. Huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Check that out. Check that out. You already know we gotta. Ooh, that's man. What up, Jay Vegas? Touch Tone, what up? Man, I appreciate the love, guys. I appreciate it. If y'all are tuning in, hit the likes, hit the like button. My man said Tokyo Drums. I'm sorry, Tokyo Dawn. Tokyo Dawn. Tokyo. What is that? What does that mean? Reverend Ella. Oh my gosh. Wait, what is this? Claim your free value plugin valves. Thought that was values. So tube emulator. Maybe I should. Maybe I should claim this. I just might. I just might. Gotta remember my password though. I'll tell you that. Man, I'm showing y'all all my information, y'all. Add valves. Yeah. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's grab this. Add that to the cart. Can't say no to free stuff. Let's go to the cart. And let's remove that one. And man, which one do I want? What is audio lens? No, I don't want that. A video course? I don't want that. Let's add that to the bag. I can always use another synth. Okay. Let's check out. I need the code. What is the code? Oh. Let's use that code. I can use free stuff. Don't mind if I do. I don't mind. Do you have a coupon? Yes, I do. Boom. It's bought. We in there. We in there. I'll download it later. I don't feel like messing with that right now. I'll just download it later. I just had to grab it before I didn't have it. Before I didn't have it, I had to have it. So this is the instrument that we are dealing with here on the stream. It's called Vibe. Like I said, it's electric legend from the modern vintage keys, soulful, stylish, smooth. The electric piano royalty amongst keyboard instruments wears a crown of cool, often described as warm, mellow, with a smooth and vibrant tone. Its unique character has been used by artists from all genres, from jazz, funk, and soul to hip hop, rock, and even EDM. Five is our take on this iconic instrument that stands the test of time. The smart way to produce realistic performances, create amazing grooves and phrases while staying in the flow. Zero piano skills required. Amen to that. That is a fact. I spent no piano skills because I don't have any to create what we just created. And we created a full beat, well, almost a full beat master of his arts. Complimenting the band. Cool, 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 cool. Ujam is all right with me, man. Sweet. I like it. Back to Loop Cloud. I don't know about you guys, but this kind of looks like Ulterior V Lab. The Lab V. You see what they doing here? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? It's crazy where these ideas come from. It just comes to me. I just be trying stuff like, and I guess I look like I know what I'm doing, but I just be trying stuff, and if it works, it works. I like it. That's what creative is all about. Just create the music. Oscar, what's up? What's going on, Oscar? Oscar slaps in the building. Cortez is here. What's going on? Jay Beats. Go for it. Random spots. I just randomly did that. With this type of stuff, you can do whatever you want, bro. Let's fix that right quick. Appreciate that, Ron. Appreciate the love, guys. Thanks, Dev. Seems like the phases are not working each time. Yeah. Smooth. I don't know what the piano's doing. The piano just took off. AI is messed up right now, bro. What's happening? Like, seriously? It's like, look, dude, you ain't give me enough solo playing time, bro. Like, this ain't fair, bro. I'm really trying to show you what I can do. So it's playing by itself right now. I don't know. Maybe I turned on the latch. Is the latch on? No, the latch is not on. Like la 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 la. I'm gonna keep playing, even though there's not MIDI right here in this session. I'm gonna keep playing. Seriously? Okay. Great. It's like, if you're not gonna do the proper review, I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna show the people what I can do. You ain't even got to put MIDI in there. I'm just gonna play. See that? Look, that's Vibe by Ujam. It's a virtual pianist. We ain't even get past the third preset, and we just started creating, bro. Like, it's amazing. We just hope it bounce or export correctly. That's the thing. I'm gonna take that guitar part out. I don't know. That's not what I ever think of. Still sounds cool though, you know. I ain't tripping. because you're not supposed to be playing right there in that section right there. So yeah, so with this type of stuff, with this type of technology, it is pretty amazing because you're not using samples from Splice or Loop Cloud like I did. I say Loop Cloud or Splice should be used the way you guys see me use it. That's what I would rather. I prefer to use it that way, grabbing ambient sounds and things that you can't get in trouble for copyright issues. You know what I'm saying? It's okay at that point. Throw it in there, and if you're not a keyboard piano player, that's fine because UJam got you covered. As you can see, there is articulations performed by real live players or AI technology. I don't know, but it put things together. And all I had to do was hit one note, and it just took off. It just took off. Now, what will be even more dope is being able to somehow export the performance the way I could put it in as MIDI notes so that I won't have to rely on this sound variation thing switching between stuff. That way I can make my own adjustments to the chords. That's kind of what I would prefer doing. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do that. If I look in here again, there might be a way to do that. Just drag it over. Um, I don't see a way to do that yet. Or maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I didn't click the right buttons or whatever. But yeah, yeah, there's definitely something I have to figure out, see how to do that. Because after you get it in, you know, then you know what I mean, just like Scalar, that would be something I would love to see UJam do for this type of stuff. Because it's kind of like it's kind of performing like that, if you know what I mean. Like it's got that, you know, if you got Scalar creates chords for you, and you could change up the performance and just make it do all types of crazy stuff. But Scalar allows you to export the MIDI information, and then you can use any instrument. You know what I mean? I guess with this is its own instrument. But what I would do, like for something like this, I would just change it to instrument where you could play your own notes or whatever. I'll leave the MIDI inside here and just switch over to instrument instead of it reading that one note that I'm pressing. And this thing is working very hard to give me these different things that it's doing. You know, that's probably what I would do because I think the sounds in here is pretty dope. It's definitely giving me the vibes. Yeah, this is definitely worth it. It just came out, so uh, I like it. I think it's really dope. I did not expect to do this much in here, but we got a full song. I'm about ready to bounce this thing out and upload it. It'll be on Spotify by next week. Like it sounds cool. I like it. It's definitely a vibe. It's definitely a vibe. What you guys think? said I leveled up your manifestation. What do you mean by that, bro? Oh, I got you. I leveled up my manifestation. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, of course, of course. I mean, I all you need is a mindset to to do this stuff and just go at it and here's the other fear that a lot of people have, especially when you're new. They fear that their music won't be accepted by people. That's totally fine. That's normal. And those are facts. Your music won't be accepted by everybody. That's why there's different genres, different styles, different approaches, different. You know what I mean? People lock in what they like. If they like it, they like it. I'm not really I'm not really focused on like impressing. Every producer's goal is to make music and it be loved by everybody. That is a natural desire. There's nothing wrong with that. But reality is everybody won't. And when you accept that, then you are now your own man or your own woman. You are now you in your own lane. And you just gotta do what's best for you and the people who rocks with you. You know what I mean? For some reason I have landed on this type of sound lately. And I've pushed this sound, published this sound, this lo-fi stuff, hip hop stuff that you find on old records, dust back in the corner of somebody's basement. You know what I mean? It's like one of those gold mines when, you know, you finally clean up the place. You go, oh, what is this? What I've never knew that this actually exists. Let me play it. Let me find a record player and throw this in there and see what it sounds like. And then it's like jewels. It's like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I've definitely tapped in somewhere. I don't know what I've tapped into, but something happened. Something happened. I'm just really in love with I still do EDM pop, all the stuff I do. I still do that stuff, man. But I think it's real easy to make stuff like this. Like you in your own lane and there's really no rules right here in this sound, this vibe. So yeah, ujam is right on time. You know what I mean? Giving me stuff like this, bro. So now I got to go in here and figure out what else is in here and see how I can beat this thing up. You know what I mean? I gotta create some more stuff, make it happen, more inspiration. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's cool how they make these type of instruments that causes you to think less and create more. It's kind of where I am. You see, I was able to create this beat real fast because of that. And like I was saying before, you don't have to worry about any samples or like stealing anybody else's work. You know what I mean? You create yourself with this instrument, and you good to go. So when I upload this joint, I ain't got to worry about Jack, because I created this myself, and I changed the the articulations or the sound variations. You know what I mean? Makes it my own. Sound like a real live, and it's interesting. It's not doing the same thing over and over, which helped. So me being able to switch the sound variation on here, it decreased my chance of adding a bunch of stuff in here to add variation, because it's already kind of doing variations and making it sound pretty cool. All I did was all of the extra stuff was adding ear candy here and there, stuff, and you know what I mean, just kind of make it a little sweeter and whatever. Automation, cut out stuff here, you know what I'm saying? The drum groove is pretty much the same thing over and over and over. I cut it out here and there. I may have took out a kick here. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that is what creates variation and makes a song more interesting. So now this is ready for upload. We're ready to release it somewhere. How much tone control you have over? Yeah, absolutely. So this is for Ron. So like I was saying earlier, like all of ujam instruments, they are built this way. I could change from a bell to a soft, like change the actual tone of the thing here. Then and then each preset that you go to, the tone changes. The tone changes each for each preset. So as far as the tonality, here's your character section, and then your effects, and then you got this slider, dark to light. So Dev, what he meant by tone was, just pretty much the sound, how much control we have over like the sound. Yeah, it's just yeah, tonality. Yeah, it's just all about This is a term we use a lot. I use it a lot, but the tone is when you take a sound and you're able to manipulate the sound to sound a little bit different than the original. That's all. That's all. That's the simplest way I can explain that. So, like, I know you seen me sometimes use the red light distortion. When I put a red light distortion on something, it definitely changed the tone of the sample. It just changed. Like the tone, it's kind of like the characteristics as well because in here, this plugin is called characteristics. So it's, I mean, it's the same. The tone, the sound, the characteristic, like all of that plays. Or if you hear somebody say sonic sound, the sonic sound, um, sonically, you hear these terms being thrown around. It's kind of all the same. The different words have, when you break them off, they have slightly different meanings. Like you will use a certain word in a certain situation to describe something different. It's like in this situation, I wouldn't say, "Do you have any sonic control?" You could say that, but that term will most likely be used when you're describing like the overall sound of the song. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, people use it. I mean, it's however you just decide to describe. You know, there you go, Ron. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I second that, Ron. Let me put that on the screen. I like this statement right here. It's impossible to make music to appeal to 8 billion people, but 50K of that 8 billion would. But you wouldn't know until you put it out there. That's the goal. That's the goal. So it's always just like getting out of the mindset of worrying about if people will like it or not. Some will, some won't. It ain't for everybody. But this is my way of expressing what's going on. I'm trying to create good vibes, and lo right now lo-fi is allowing me to do that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like lo-fi is a lane that allows people to express themselves without needing to put lyrics on, because that's all it is instrumentals with these lo-fi tonality to it. See, I use that word again. Lo-fi tonality. It's but we use the word vibes because that's what like we get a vibe. It invokes feeling. It invokes like frequency. Feeling and frequency is all the same thing. It's all the same stuff. Tone is same thing. You see what I'm saying? Like all these words mean the same thing, but it's like it's different. Like just like some of the tags or words you use to describe a song, how it makes you feel, like happy, cheerful, exciting, um, joyful, cheerful. All these different words, but they essentially all mean the same thing. You see what I'm saying? Like what? So you pick whichever one you want. Some people might say high vibration. You know, things that make you feel happy and chipper. That's another one, chipper. Uh, but they all mean the same thing. But depending on which word you use, gives more of a, you know, if you say I'm happy, okay, I'm happy. That's one of those words that are like basic, normal, standard words. It's like it's a common one. I'm happy. You know, that just means you're not mad, you're not upset, you're in a good mood. But when you say I'm excited, man, I'm super excited, and then you put super. Super is like that power word. It's like a power up. I wanted to say power con, but it's like a super word when you put super in front of, man, I'm super excited. Then it's like, oh man, you're like double happy or triple happy. Yeah, that's kind of how it is when we describe certain words like tone, tonality, sonic, the feel, the vibe. Let me see. What's another word we use? Um, I know it's a few more words that we'll use to describe what we're trying to what we're trying to explain. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just it's kind of like that. Yeah, Dev. It's a good thing that you still hanging around. I'm pretty sure you learned quite a bit. Because I do know there's a lot of questions. You've asked quite a bit of questions over the time that you've been following, and hopefully you retain that knowledge. But yeah, I mean, like that's that was my point the first time I met you when you came on the stream. I was like, hey man, just stick with me. You remember me telling you that? Just stick over here, stay connected, stay glued, stay in the circle, stay in the lane. And I feel like you learning. You learned a lot. I feel I you know what I mean? That makes me feel good that I have people that's been here, that's been following. And yeah, cuz I didn't know everything when I first came in this music industry. There's a lot of stuff I had to learn. I was also around it a lot when I was a kid too. So, but again, I ask questions. And then sometimes I just observe how people do things, and then I catch on. I say I did that more like 70%. It was more 70% of me just observing people. No, probably 80. I said 80. Yeah, bro. All right. So if you remember, dude, can I ask you, did you learn a lot hanging around? How much did you learn? Has it been quite a bit of? You're not gonna learn everything in one day, but when you hang around people, you surround yourself around people. You know, you I don't want to say you become like them, but you gain insights, and some things just kind of rub off, and you kind of you fall in that, and you start doing some of the same things, you start talking the same way, and you start picking up stuff, and then in some cases, hanging around people will invoke curiosity even more. You'll go do research. You probably go and watch some other people, and you know what I mean. And it's like a full circle. Okay, he said this. Let me do research and see what he said. I need to understand this better, and then you know this only works for people who wants to do this, who wants to be in this and do it for real. You have to study the greats, right? Um, That's what I do. I study the greats, the people before me. I even learn things from people who only been in the game for a year. You know, I can learn something from everybody. So I'm never like that type of person who's just an asshole. Like I try not to be like that. Absolutely, the others in the fam. Absolutely, absolutely. Just not me. I can't take the credit for everything that you've learned. You got Ron's here, 803, some of the other people who's been around. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's all about. I love it. Like that's what we build in here. Like just like minded people with the same way of way of about going about certain things. Um, everybody have a different style. Everybody has a different approach, and that's totally fine. I think it's cool. Um, that's exactly what I'm shooting for. I like to connect with people from all backgrounds, cultures, and styles and approach. I don't need people being just like me. I feel like when someone comes from a different area, it strengthens the family. It strengthens the empire. It makes the empire more valuable. You know what I mean? So, um, but it's kind of cool all at the same time because when you got people like Ron on here, 803, um, Two Nickels. Two Nickels is it's pretty new to it as well. But I mean, I feel like all of you guys are growing, so I can add y'all names to the roster. Even Devin, we got people like this in the crew. You know, different approaches, but we all kind of have the same. It's like the same direction, so to speak. Like the different things that you learn along the way, they all kind of like line up. It's like okay, we all we all have an understanding, so to speak, because music is like it's forward. I don't know. I just came up with that word, but you know what I'm saying. Music is a language. That's probably the better way to say that. Music is a language, and it's like when you are musical, you catch, you catch it, you get it. You just and what's interesting about it is like musically, when you're a musical person, you don't have to be taught by the same person how to do something, how to be creative, because it's kind of like natural. If you are into music, then you're just going to get into it. It just comes natural, and it doesn't matter where it comes from, who the teacher is, what the platform is, what you had to go through to learn it. If it's in you, you're going to learn it. You're going to find resources, and you're going to better yourself, and you're going to just go with the flow. This world is super big, right? I learn music on this end of the world, and then other people on the other end of the world learn it, and then somehow you guys find me, and we all collide. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's really cool. And the thing about it is, everybody has different like cultures and backgrounds. When you grew up, y'all did something different than what I did when I was growing up. Different cultures do something totally different than my culture, but something about this music that brings people close. You forget about issues and problems in the world and just like things you it's like you when you doing music, you cut off a part of your brain that causes you or not cause you to I don't know how to explain it, but it's like that part of your brain where you just worried about everything. But when you get music has a way of just doing something immaculate to you. When I'm creating this music and I'm on this stream, I ain't worried about what's going on out there, bro. I ain't worried about my issues that I dealt with this morning. I ain't worried about no issues I gotta deal with later on. You know what I mean? I'm in this music and I'm connecting with other people that, y'all vibing and rocking with me. And so this is amazing. That's why I love this stuff. Music is definitely my outlet. So enough of my soap moment. Yeah, definitely have to learn how to turn it off when you're in the lab, man. Cause what we go through every day in life, it's just distraction. It's just distraction. It's like things that we go through in life that pulls us away from who we are was was meant to pull us away from who we are and what we want to do. Cause reality says you got to go to school, you got to learn all these things that don't matter, you got to get a job and become a slave and make slave money and live wherever you can afford, which is most likely the lowest the poverty. You know what I'm saying? Um, and you might be making a lot of money right now with the job you have, but you still not living your full potential and living where you really want to live. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You still most people are living according to their income and not according to where they want to be. So if I'm making about 5 grand a month, I'm gonna go get something pretty nice. I could find something pretty decent for five. You know, you know what I mean? Maybe not 5 grand if that's all I'm making a month, but you get what I'm saying. Like you can find something decent, with that type of income, but you definitely would have never picked that place if you were making 10 grand a month. You'll be living somewhere totally different situation, right? And so, um, um, what was I saying? Had a brain fart. Yeah. So when you're doing that, um, I'm just speaking like how life is. You know, living life and those type of things that we worry about. Um, instead of going after what you want to do, even the job selection, you gotta go get a job at a place where you are skillful at, or if they are willing to teach you how to do a job, then you have a job. But you gotta have a degree to work at a lot of these jobs. So it's like that's a burden. You thinking about that. If that's what you really want to do, then you gotta put yourself in school, and then you gotta find out a way to get to school. You gotta take out loans and grants and stuff like that. And if you somebody with a wealthy family, then yeah, you can go to school and not have to worry about that. But who really wants to spend money on something that like I would rather save that money, keep it in my pocket. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like just like cars you drive, you got to pick one that won't break down. Hopefully, you know what I mean. When we eat what's available, what's in our area. Um, if we don't like the restaurants in the area, we go to the grocery store and make our own. But it's still limited. You still get what they put out. Like if you want exotic stuff, you got to move to exotic place, and then now, well, I have to make exotic money to go there. All these things that we worry about, in life, they're designed to like keep you right here. But when it comes to music, you gotta let all that go. Like that's stop worrying about that. Who cares where you live? Who cares what you drive? Who cares what you have for breakfast? Music is, it's like, man, I think I'm going somewhere right here. Music is its own universe. What? Music is its own universe. When you do music, it's like it's an out of body experience. Cause your mind is focused on something else. Like you, it's like you in a world, the unrealistic. Well, yeah, unrealistic. Well, it's realistic, but you know what I'm saying. It's like a detachment from life. Cause you're not you're not thinking about everything else. Like I'm telling y'all, when I'm streaming, I don't think about shit. I ain't thinking about nothing other than what the next instrument. That's my problems. Those are the problems that I have when I'm doing music. Like, should I put another instrument? And what instrument should it be? What's what sample will work with this song? Should I add a crash here? Maybe not. Maybe it's too much. Should I edit this part right here? Should I make this tighter or should I quantize it? I think I'm gonna leave it loose because it's got a real acoustic vibe. I like the loose feel for something like this. Those are my problems. Those are the issues that I. It's not really issues, but it's just the things that I deal with when I'm live. Like I don't worry about bills. It just happens naturally. Like when you put your all into it, it's one of those things where when you hit something, when you vibe and you don't worry about nothing. So for some people, they silence their phone. Like when you go in the lab, you know, put your phone on mute or turn it off, and you just go in, detach yourself from the world, and just make it happen. Yeah, music is like in order to tap in, you have to detach. Ooh, I like that. Tap in, detach when you tap in. Man, said the Mamba effect. Music is a platform we use to speak our inner selves, whatever we listen to it for creating. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Dev. That message was strictly for you, sir. Simon, welcome to the stream. Absolutely. That's what it is. That's what it is, guys. So I don't know why like we start talking like this when we get to the end of the stream. But if you still here, you was supposed to be here. And that means you dig what's going on. Or you could just be coming in, tapping in, but you came in at the right moment. But basically the whole idea with this music here, and this is what I hope to portray. Music is a lifestyle. This is what we do over here. You know. I don't make beats just because I know how to make beats. I this is life. This is me. This is my energy. This is my frequency, my expression, you know. And that's what we try to do. It's what I try to invoke Music is lifestyle. Music is a culture. It's a way of life, man. And usually usually when you are a musical person, there's something automatically different about you versus other people. When you doing music, you have to have a mindset. You got to be made for it. You got to be made because it ain't for everybody. And I'm still talking to Dev. Like I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you talk. You say you struggle a lot in this, and the third, but you're supposed to be here. That's why you're still here because it intrigues you. You know what I mean? You just haven't learned the principles yet. But when you learn the principles, when you get to a place where you're more confident in this thing, then I'm afraid I might not see you as much. Well, maybe I will, but you will be definitely posting a lot more stuff. Well, look what I came up today. Next day, check this out, guys. And stuff just coming out like water. You know what I'm saying? Then that's when I know. It's like, oh, Devin must got it. It must clicked. Yeah, he ascended. You know, he's definitely on another plane right now. And yeah, you supposed to be here, man. Cause otherwise, like if you think about it, and I feel like you are hard on yourself. If you really think about it like this. Wow, and I appreciate your transparency and your openness about where you are musically. But if you think about it like this, if it was so very frustrating, if that was really the point, then you would have been doing something else. I would have never seen you again on the stream. You would just your mind would just click, and you will focus on something else that captures your attention. I'm certainly like that. Like I don't sit here and waste time and pretend like I'm into something else when I'm not into that thing. I just turn it off, click off, avoid it, don't even look for it, don't even search for it. It's not what I'm into. You know what I'm saying? It's not my thing. Like for instance, cooking. Like I look up stuff here and there to learn things, but that's not that's not my lane. I'm not a cook. I cook beats. I make beats. So that's where I'm gonna spend most of my time looking at other people create beats. Like I don't just create music on the streams, whatever. When I turn the streams off, I'm watching other people make beats. I think it's cool. I think it's fun. I think it's entertaining. Um, I'm doing one or two things. I'm learning from them, or I'm just enjoying their vibe. You know, I do what you guys do for me, like sit here and watch the videos. I'll be on here like doing the same thing. I'll find people that I like and I just watch the video. Or I might be learning something because I don't know how to do something. Or sometimes I already know how to do things, but learning other people's methods is like, oh, that's a nice twist. I never thought of that, you know. But again, it things that you're into, that's what you're into, and you're gonna feel drawn to it. So even though you feel frustrated, it's like, why do you still come back? You know, that's because you're supposed to be here, and you're gonna figure it out. But sometimes we are just too hard on ourselves, overthinking. You know, that's what you probably have to do. Stop overthinking things and just simplify things. You don't have to overthink it. Um, I do show methods on the stream, and if you are not able to articulate what you see me do on the streams, it doesn't mean that you failed or you don't get frustrated. Just it's sometimes you can just use what I do as a preset. You know what I mean? Like a pre-formula just to get you started. And if you stumble, well, you have to be receptive and open enough to recognize when the universe has set you up for something different or success. Y'all see me do it all the time. Maybe I don't voice it a lot, but when I'm on the streams, I do stumble across stuff. Um, I'm going for something else, but then something else happens, and I end up rolling with that, and that becomes something. If I made sense there. If not, let me break it down. Say for instance, I pull up a preset like a reverb or something like that. Well, I know I want that sound to be wide and reverberated, just the whole, vibe of where I'm going. But sometimes a preset will take things a different way. Maybe I hit on a preset that gave me a delay sound. It sounds more like a delay sound versus a reverb sound. Or maybe it like did something totally different than what I was thinking initially. And that becomes the hot ticket. And I listen, I observe. I'm not so stuck on what I want or what I hear that I'm not receptive to what fits. I go purely off of vibes. I go for what feels good. So I encourage you to do the same thing. Go for what feels good. You know, if you watching me and you trying to learn how to do something, that's great. But if you stumble across something that just feels better, go with that. Because it's all about feeling. Now it's a little bit different when you're trying to make a record for an artist or whoever who paid you or another producer or whatever. They paid you to do a certain thing, and then that's different. You have to follow the rules, and I've done a lot of that, making sounds based on what people want. They don't really care for you being creative. They care for a certain sound, and that has been some of my streams. Like I'll go live and I'll just do and try to stick and stay in the box because I'm being paid to do something a certain way. However, I might come up with pop chords, something like that. Start the stream off like that, pop chords. An idea might be a pop record, but along the way, something may drive me in a different direction, and then the pop record turns into a fusion, pop and a reggae record or something like that. I don't know, because them drums gives off a vibe. It's like, oh, dang, I didn't expect to go here, but I'm really liking these drums or the way that I'm playing it. I feel like this fits better, and I feel like I am like that vibe invoked me. I'm gonna go that way instead. If you don't, and it's like see, I'm talking about things that ain't even in the books. They don't write this type of stuff in the books. You go to school for music theory or production or whatever. They're not teaching this type of stuff. This is just experience. So sometimes when you have a mindset, you still have to be. See, your mindset is the preset, right? It's nothing wrong with starting from presets. So it's the same thing when you have a mind to do something or a certain sound. That's the mindset at the moment. Don't beat yourself up if you don't follow through that mindset, that lane that you were thinking, even if you like voiced it out on a memo just to remember it, don't beat yourself up because I've done that plenty of times. I have like a reggae style song I want to like create, but it may not end up reggae. It might end up something like jazz. I don't know. It may end up in a different lane, but the idea is there. And sometimes I may come back to the idea after I created something that went like far east, right? I'll go back to that and then use that again as a preset to start something else. Like, okay, now I'm trying to stick to this idea. And then I might nail it at that point and go that direction. But then that's two different beats off one idea. That's a whole nother whew, that might go over some people's head right there. Two beats off one idea. But it's all about vibes, like what you feeling at that moment. So it depends on when I do. The mind is definitely an interesting place. The mind does things, crazy things. You will never, you can never, you can never understand what's going on because it's like that's why sometimes you get people looking at you crazy. Like, did he just do that? What is he doing? Hey man, I'm sorry. This is what I started thinking like just a few seconds ago. So we're gonna go this way. And then you got some people who get it. Like he must he going off of vibes, and then you got people you gotta explain yourself to. Like, look, the reason why I'm doing it this way, blah, 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 blah. And then they go like, oh my gosh. It's like, oh wow, he has a mind of his own and he's not doing what he's told. But it all comes out great. I think that's why some people become supervisors and managers because they are able to like figure things out. They don't write all of the rules in the book. Some things you just got to improvise. Anyway, we talking about music, but it still applies. It's the same concept. Touch tone, what's up, bro? Appreciate the fine words. I just prefer to stay humble and transparent because me and a lot of others need to hear what Sensei is saying. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's always good to know people are actually listening. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm only here just to help. That's it. Touchdown and that Christmas song. That was interesting, bro. That was definitely interesting. I liked it. I liked it. It's definitely something different, but I like it. It was real cool. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't know how much you heard Touchdown, but I was in here just like tripping out. I said something to you guys, and I was it's like I jumped out and heard what I said. I was like, "Whoa, that's a proverb, bro." I was like, sometimes you gotta what I say, tap out, tap in. You tap in, you gotta detach to tap in. Detach yourself from life to tap in when you're doing music. That was crazy. Yeah, we were just in here, um, chopping it up. Yeah, touchstone. Yeah, I mean, I seen your comment earlier, touchstone. That's why I was like, I don't know how much you heard because I know people dip in and out because I be on here for like 5 years at a time, and I realized that you know y'all are busy people. I get it. I appreciate y'all coming back though. He said, pause. Man, y'all, the way y'all mind, like, man, first of all, I don't know where y'all minds be, man. But when we talk like this, I'll be like, pause, like a million times. I'll have to say that a million times. I just leave it out. I see people do that. Pause. Pause. I mean, I get it. I get it. I mean, yeah, we could VC later, bro. Absolutely. I promise not to be on here till 2 a.m. because I think last time you said that we got off at like weird hours and you was probably tapped out. No, hey, look, Dev. You are free to talk the way you want to. Here is free. Like, it's free, man. Like, no need to check yourself, man. Just talk freely, man. We get it. We know what you're saying. You know, we get it. That these young. Now I feel like I'm in my age now. Like the younger crowd, man, they want to say pause every time something sounds weird. I say it sometimes, and it'd be me just joking or whatever. But yeah, sometimes you got to tap out, tap in, pause. Yeah, you gotta detach yourself from the world and your problems, bills, and wife, husband, sister, brother, kids. When you doing music, shut the door, lock the door, turn off your phone, and zone in. Zone in, get into it, man. Put on some headphones, just lock in. I said what I said. Exactly. Exactly. I said what I said. And, and the way your mind processed that is that's on you. That's totally on you. I said what I said, man. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Detached to tap in, 2 nickels. I don't know where that came from. You forgot to say pause, 2 nickels. Detached to tap in. Um, yeah, that is definitely one of those things that can go crazy if you think about it. If your mind is there, if that's what you thinking, then that's what you thinking. Touchstone say I don't worry about much. Plus 90% of my problems are self created. So if the fear is created, but danger is real. Absolutely. Here's the real crew. Real crew is here talking that, spitting that knowledge, spitting that outer world experience here. This is that part of this segment of the stream where people just start saying things that you will never hear in this fake world. This is only for the creators. This is painter talk. This is paint conversation, bruh. Painters talk. Hey, step aside. Get out the way. Let the paint crew talk. This is the paint section right here. Huh? The paint section. Check that out. It's the paint section. back of the store. Back of the store where the real shit happens at. It's the paint section. It's got a black curtain over it. It's the black section right here. It's the real people talking. Grown folk talking right now. Kids, y'all go in the room. Y'all go over there. Y'all, hey, the playground is over there. Y'all stay out of this set. This right here is forbidden. It's the grown people. It's the paint section. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I'm not gonna be here long, but this is what we came up with. Using this thing, man. This thing is pretty cool. I like it. I think the longer I'm in here, this project, the notes are starting to sound a little weird. I think these notes are getting stuck. You know what? I have to think about it though. I did come in and try to erase all of the. Let me maybe I should reload because there is an option here that say reload the map from instruments. So maybe that's what I need to do. So maybe that's why this instrument is acting wonky like that because I did. Hopefully that works. Sounds okay right now. Yes, sir. The ambient sounds that you add in your tracks, it kind of add an atmosphere. Yeah, it's again tonality. It's adding the tone. It's adding the vibe. I like to grab like the ambience from like the kitchen. A bunch of Asians in the kitchen cooking. Maybe be like tripping out. I'll do stuff like that, or like getting like recordings of cooking. You know what? I had did a recording. I have to look for that recording. But one time I did a stream where I recorded my wife cooking. I put the recording next to the pot, and all of the pops and the grease, the hot grease, sizzling. That sound, it was like it made the music so much more. Like it took the music somewhere. Like it just, yeah, it created a vibe pretty much. Stuff like that. Um, just adding ambient. Uh, um, I mean, you can also just go with your recorder like out, just start recording, add that stuff in there, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take y'all on a trip, record some stuff outside, and then bring it back in and record, and it just creates a vibe. You know what I'm saying? That's especially with this style. Lo-fi is that. That's what lo-fi is, like, just being creative, man. And it's like those kinds of sounds and just things that you add in your music. It does something to a person when they listening to it. It's like it's like a mellow vibe. It's like a chill vibe. It's like no worries type vibe. You in the zone, which is why they call this study music. Like you'll find this type of stuff. Like a lot of people will use this when they studying or when they working, doing things. Like I do it myself. Like I have a lo-fi station going while I'm in here editing the website and doing whatever I need to do when I'm not making music. I'll just have some lo-fi in the background, like chill vibe. I got this playlist called Basement Vibes, like lo-fi hip hop. Like it's like Jake Dilla stuff. Like, I call it basement because most of the times the records are in the basement somewhere. Um, I know with me, you in the basement and you just, with your headphones on, vibing out, sitting on the sofa or something like that, chilling, just doing you. You got some chill vibes in there, some wine or whatever. Got your drink, your cigar, you know what I'm saying? And you just vibing out. And you got that lo-fi in the background, just chilling, just relaxing. Or you on the porch, the back porch, or like, sitting out there in the yard or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Looking out, just chilling, enjoying the breeze, whatever. That's lo-fi. Lo-fi is great for just vibing out. And that's just what I'm into right now. I've been into this stuff for a long time, like a few years, like just listening to it, but getting around to actually making this type of music, I wasn't there yet. Now I'm here. It caught up to me because like I don't know, I'm like, man, I would love to create cool stuff like this. So that's kind of been where I've been. And then when I've gotten access to ulterior stuff, it took off. It just took off. It just took off. That analog stuff, you know what I mean? It's like analog tool stuff, that vintage sound. Yeah, that's what it is, the vintage. I'm really into that right now. But don't get it twisted. I might do EDM tomorrow. Who knows? But yeah. Yeah, but the ambient stuff, man, it's like that extra layer. Like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah. It's like you creating the atmosphere. Yeah, it's pretty cool because like people that's listening may not be in the atmosphere, you know, near nature and things like that. People living on the 96 floors in some building or whatever get to listen to some really cool nature vibes because you put it in the music. I used to think putting birds in music was cheesy because I did that years ago. I didn't know what I was doing, but I used to do that years ago. And it just was like cheesy putting nature sounds and stuff like that in your music. But nowadays, it's actually pretty cool. So it's where we are musically, right? That's what's up, Ron. You listen to the EP? Yeah, I dig it. I dig it, bro. Appreciate it. I'm gonna give you some more to listen to. Yeah, yes, sir. I like it. I like it. Yeah. But this type of stuff, creating like this every day, I'll have enough to like go ahead and release an EP pretty soon. Probably like next week or something like that. We just been like right here, man. We're gonna just be dropping it. Let's drop. Let's do it. Let's do it like that. Just drop an EP out the EP. Trying to build my library, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, you overdue, bro. You should have been had this stuff out. Hey, we here now. You know what I mean? We here now. That's the other thing I want to tell you guys. Like, don't worry about what you should have did. Worry about what you're about to do. It's just okay. You know, you didn't do it. Okay, great. Do it now. It's time. It's time. On that note, that's where we are. We vibing out. As always, I appreciate y'all company and y'all presence. This thing is doing something different. I gotta, maybe if I shut down Studio One and bring it back up, it'll act right. I mean, it sounds cool, it don't sound too far, but the articulation is kind of far off. It's like it's, yeah. Anyway. Music is art, you the artist, paint your picture, stay creative without rules, guys. I am Ella, I'm getting off of here. My bread and butter is lo-fi. Man, I'm getting there, bro. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Let's do this VC on Discord, guys. If y'all are not on Discord, join me on Discord. Creative.art/Discord. I'll throw the link up on the screen real quick. Join us on Discord. We're going to finish this conversation there. And this is the moment where everybody gets a chance to talk, chime in, learn something, take away something, add to the conversation. This is what it's about. You know what I mean? You guys listen to me all day on this thing. Now I want to hear from y'all. All right? So let's make it happen. I'll see y'all on Discord. All right?